Thousands of years ago, how did the stories of Hindu mythology like Mahabharata or Ramayana survive? There was no printing press, there were no written books. Then, how did they preserve? How did they survive? How did they reach the masses? Well, it is one of the most remarkable example of oral tradition in human history. Before any printing press and writing, Vedic knowledge transmitted from teacher to student entirely by memory and recitation. There was the Guru Shishya Parampara. The knowledge was passed directly from Guru to Shishya, the student. Student lived in Gurukul for many years. They listened to their teachers recite verses repeatedly. They memorized every syllable, accent, and pronunciation. Recitation was practiced daily until it became a second nature. The exact sound of mantra is considered sacred. The Vedas are remembered by every word, every syllable, every pitch and accent, and every pause. A mistake in pronunciation was considered error in transmission. To prevent corruption over centuries, scholars developed several ways of reciting the same text. It is known as samhita pata, the normal continuous recitation of a text from the Sanskrit is known as samhita pata. Pada pata, each word is separated and recited individually. Kramapata. Words are recited in overlapping pairs, words of 1 and 2, words 2 and 3, and word 3 and 4, this way and on. Jatapata. Words are recited forward and backward in a specific pattern. A highly complex pattern involving repeated forward and backward combination is known as Ganapata. This method acted like error checking system. If a verse was altered, the mistake will be obvious when checked through the different recitation styles. The Vedas did not change much. Thousands of students memorized the same text. Different Vedic schools and shakas preserved their text. Multiple recitation methods served as a built in verification. Oral transmission was considered more reliable than manuscript. Manuscript could be stolen, damaged by the enemies, or copied incorrectly, but many scholars regard that Vedic oral tradition is the most accurate long term oral preservation system developed over centuries. Ancient Indians completely memorized everything without writing. Later on, after the Vedic and post Vedic, there was writing. There was palm leaf writing, birch bark writing, and copper plate writing. Much of the Vedic history, oral transmission remained the preferred method for preserving the sacred text because writing material were fragile and pronunciation could not be fully captured in script. So, visualizing the tradition. According to Hindu tradition, the Vedas are Shruti, that is, which is heard. They were originally revered to the ancient sages, the rishis, the Sapta rishis. Sage Vyas is credited with organizing the Vedic corpus into four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda. This combination disciplined memorization, specialized recitation, and teacher students transmission allowed Vedas to survive for millennia before widespread manuscripting and printed edition became